Not every piece of furniture needs to stay in place. Some are made to shift, to slide, to change with the room, the day, the way you sit or stretch or sprawl. And wooden modular sofas, they do just that. They aren't locked down. They don't belong to any one fixed layout or static design. They're free-moving, quietly clever, grounded in wood but built for change. These are not your average couches. These are shapeshifters, softened by cushions, framed by wood, and designed with a kind of patient intelligence that unfolds over time. You see one for the first time, and it might look simple: blocks, frames, cushions. Nothing too flashy. But then someone moves a piece, slides one section sideways, lifts up a unit and turns it. Suddenly, what was a straight line becomes an L, a U, a daybed, a lounger, a twin sofa with a shared table in between. The whole thing breathes and reshapes itself like it was meant to, because it was. At the core of it all is the frame, usually crafted from real wood, not hidden, not buried under fabric, but exposed, celebrated. Solid oak, ash, or walnut, sometimes light and pale, sometimes deep and smoky. You run your fingers along the edge and feel the grain. The joints are clean, often pegged or doweled, built to be seen. The wood is oiled or sealed, not painted over. It's not trying to disappear. It wants to be part of the visual story. The modules come in different forms: a seat with a low back, a corner unit, a flat ottoman, an armrest that doubles as a side table. Each piece is its own object, self-contained, sturdy, able to stand alone but designed to connect. Some have built-in notches, wooden teeth that interlock. Others use simple gravity and weight, wide wooden bases that stay put but can lift and slide when needed. No metal tracks, no mechanical joints, just thoughtful design, quiet integrity. And then there are the cushions. Thick, structured, not saggy or shapeless, but firm enough to support, soft enough to sink into, often wrapped in linen or heavy canvas. Earth tones, dusty neutrals, warm ochres, slate grays. Textures that catch the light in subtle ways. Removable covers, sometimes. Washable, sometimes fixed, but always clean-lined. No unnecessary buttons or tufting unless it's intentional, part of the aesthetic. Some cushions come with stitched handles, inviting you to lift, shift, reposition. You sit on one piece, and it's a chair. Add another, and it's a love seat. 3 together, and now it's a couch. Pull them apart, and each person gets their own space. Rearranged around a low table, it becomes a casual meeting spot. Pushed into a corner, it forms a cozy nook. There's a kind of generosity in the design. It says, however you want to sit, I'll adapt. And the movement, it's quiet. There's no strain, no heavy lifting. Each module is designed to be manageable, balanced, sturdy but not too heavy. You grip the wooden edge and shift it into place. It slides across a rug, settles against another piece. A simple click, a gentle alignment, and the room changes shape. These sofas aren't just for homes. You find them in studios, lofts, reading corners, airy spaces where light moves across the floor and the layout shifts with the sun. In one moment, it's a sofa facing the window. In another, it wraps around a coffee table for a group. At night, 2 pieces side by side become a soft bed. A guest sleeps there. And in the morning, it's back to a lounge. Some designs even include wooden slats beneath the cushions that double as shelving. A low flat piece acts as both seat and book holder. Others have inset trays that lift out, hidden compartments, storage underneath. The wood isn't just a frame, it's part of the function. Every line, every joint, every flat surface serves a role. You might see an armrest that folds out into a tiny desk, or a unit that flips to become a bench with back support reversed. Nothing is extra. Everything is purposeful. Even the spaces between pieces are intentional, wide enough to feel open, close enough to stay connected. The charm lies in the balance between structure and freedom. These sofas give you boundaries, the size of the modules, the edges of the wood, but they invite you to make your own space within them. There's no single right way. It's puzzle-like, but without rules. You live with it. You learn how it works. And slowly, you start to move with it intuitively. Sometimes you'll see people use them outdoors, on covered patios, beneath pergolas. The wood holds up, if treated. The cushions swapped for outdoor fabrics. The idea stays the same. Pieces that shift. Furniture that meets the moment. That adjusts for sun, for guests, for solitude. And in small spaces, they shine. In a tiny apartment, where one corner has to do the work of 5, a modular sofa makes everything possible. It can be a bed, a sitting area, a guest seat, a space to work from with a laptop. Push the pieces together. Pull them apart. One day you want openness. The next, enclosure. The furniture bends with your life. People customize them. They choose their wood, their stain, their fabric. Some even build their own, using plans found online. Sanding frames, attaching legs, sewing cushion covers. The design welcomes it. It's approachable, not overcomplicated, just smart, just honest. And over time, the wood gains patina. The corners wear soft. The cushions settle into the way you sit. It starts to feel less like a product and more like part of the home, like something that's always been there. Familiar, grounded, ready. In quiet moments, you notice the details. The way sunlight glances off the wood's edge. The soft line where 2 cushions meet. The faint indentation where someone always rests their arm. This is what good design looks like. Not loud, not flashy, just quietly functional, endlessly adaptable, rooted in natural materials. And even if no one else notices, you feel it. You feel the ease of moving things around. The way the room reshapes itself without struggle. The way the furniture doesn't fight you. It responds. It flows. That's what wooden modular sofas offer. Not just a place to sit, but a way to live. A way to let your space breathe and bend and become what you need it to be. Today, tomorrow, again and again. Form, function, flexibility. Held together by joinery and grain. Cushioned with comfort. Made for movement. Wooden modular sofas that reconfigure are more than just smart furniture. They're a different way of thinking about space, comfort, and living. In a world that rarely stays still, these sofas adapt. They move with you, grow with you, shift when life shifts. And at the center of it all is wood, honest, tactile, grounding. The kind of material that gives presence without shouting. That says, this space is lived in. This space matters. There's something satisfying about the logic of modular design. It respects the fact that no 2 rooms, or 2 lives, are exactly alike. One day, your space is a cozy reading corner. The next, it's a gathering place, a movie night, a midday nap. And your sofa, it changes with you. Pieces come apart, connect, rearrange. Angles shift. Layouts evolve. What other furniture does that? And then there's the wood. Not just any material, but the kind that adds weight and character. A strong, sculptural frame that holds the softness of cushions without feeling bulky. Edges that are smooth but deliberate. Grain patterns that make every unit feel unique. The wood gives the structure, the story, the soul. It's not hidden, it's part of the design. Visible, touchable, unapologetically real. These kinds of sofas aren't about perfection. They're about flexibility. They honor the messy, beautiful reality of home. Kids jumping on one end. A coffee cup resting on the armrest. A blanket thrown over the back. Every mark, every shift, every rearrangement becomes part of its life. It wears in, not out. It grows more inviting over time. They're also a quiet rebellion against throwaway culture. You're not just buying a piece, you're investing in something that lasts. Something that changes with your needs. A modular wooden sofa doesn't become obsolete. It becomes whatever you need it to be next. An L shape, a U shape, a pair of loungers, a daybed, a split arrangement across 2 rooms. It's living design, always evolving. And even in their movement, these sofas hold a kind of stillness, a visual calm. The natural tones of the wood, the way it catches light across a grain, the way it anchors fabric or leather or linen. It grounds the entire room. It adds rhythm and harmony to the surrounding space. And when done right, it's not just seating. It's sculpture you can sit on. That's what sets wooden modular sofas apart. They're not just flexible, they're intentional. Every panel, every bracket, Every joint is designed with care, and you feel that when you use it, there's pride in knowing your furniture isn't just pretty. It's engineered to serve you well for years. It can be repaired, repurposed, redesigned. It grows with you, not away from you. And that, in the end, is the essence of good design. Not just something that looks great on day one, but something that continues to work, evolve, and matter as time goes on. A wooden modular sofa is a quiet companion through all of it. The moves, the changes, the new chapters. It's as dynamic as the life that surrounds it. So when you sit down at the end of the day, when you reconfigure a section, move an armrest, add a new cushion, you're not just rearranging furniture. You're shaping your space, your comfort, your home. And that's a powerful thing, because the best furniture doesn't just fill a room. It adapts to the life lived inside it. A wooden modular sofa isn't just something you buy. It's something you build with. Something that builds with you. One piece at a time, one moment at a time, until suddenly, what you're sitting on isn't just a sofa. It's a reflection of how you live, how you move, how you make space for the things that matter. And that's what makes it worth having. Not because it's trendy, but because it's timeless. Not because it's complicated, but because it's considered. It's the kind of design that doesn't demand attention, but earns it, day after day, in the most quiet and enduring way possible.